2025 bow reviews. What's new, what's different? I'll explain it. Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. MFJJ here at podiumarcher.com explaining my new review system. First off, I'd like to say I wanted to get to a total possible score of 100, and I wanted it to be really difficult to get anywhere near that. I don't expect a bow to position itself over maybe 80 this year at best, to be honest, and this is hopefully a model I can use going forward as bows get better over time and develop actual tangible numbers directly against their score, reflecting things that are specific. 15 points, deducing it down based off of the potential possible speed I think bows might hit someday, a point per every 5 feet. Features is worth 5. Features are things that are uniquely specific just to those bow brands, and I don't mean quivers or stabilizers that integrate. Those are a different category. These are just like little tiny intricate things that that bow manufacturer does for their bows. Tunability. How many options or features you have to be able to tune your bow and how easy your bows are to tune, especially for the at-home user. That's worth 15 points as well. Integration. Integration are quivers that are specific to bows, rests that are specific to bows, stabilizers that are specific to bows that all allow you to integrate into the riser in a manner in which makes them lower profile and more balanced. Specific things like that, including like built-in V-bars and things of that nature. That's integration. Integration's worth 10 points. Honesty, 15 points. Honesty means you told me it's going to do this, and it weighs this, and has these specs, does it, and that will have a rank of 15 because I want to hold bow manufacturers very responsible for being dishonest about what they're telling you as a consumer. Feel, it's worth 10 points. That's all on draw cycle, vibration, grip position, things like that. How does the bow feel to actually fire? That is worth a total of 10 points. Design/forgiveness, 15 points. That is the combination of how much reflex does the bow have, how long is the riser versus overall length, what's the load off point, etc. All those things help contribute to a bow's forgiveness or lack thereof. That is worth 15 points. Value is worth 5 points. Value is only worth 5 points because, quite frankly, I think things are relatively fairly priced in the most part, so I didn't want to weigh it as anything too heavy, but give like a bow that's more entry level some extra score because what you're getting for what you're spending is really valuable. But I gave value 5. Sound, we have a decibel meter. We are measuring every bow's overall sound. It's only worth 5 points because honestly, numerically, there's not a massive difference between them. Now, to understand decibels, it actually does end up looking like a lot because every numeric number, i.e. if a bow measures 77 in decibel, and then it goes to 78, that's actually double as loud. So it's actually a lot. But sound is something that, once again, I think the main bows are going to come in really similar, so I didn't want there to be a huge variance in it. Appeal and quality, which my employees tried to make me call this sex appeal. It's how does the bow look aesthetically and how is the finish on the bow functionally. Those things are all worth 5 points, bringing you a total of 100 points. Eventually, as we work through this, I'd like to have more measurements like this in the speed column that equal exact points for exact numerics, and we'll work that out as we go. And the things that we are measuring the axle to axle length of a bow, we're measuring the riser length of a bow, we're measuring the load out point. The load out point is where the string leaves the cam on both ends and how long is it there. That's actually the overall length that matters, folks, on overall feel on your anchor. I'm calling it load out point. Comment down below on what it's supposed to be called because I'm an idiot. We're going to measure brace height, we're going to measure physical weight, we're going to measure draw length, actual, and how much reflex the bow has in it. We're going to shoot the bows at 350 grain arrows, 450 grain arrows, and 650 grain arrows for those bone-breaking Ranch Fairy Ashby people, because that's the threshold of weight that the arrow should weigh at a minimum. So I figured it would probably be more relevant to give you that one than 550. And for you people that want a comparison in length, we are going to shoot 450 grains at 28 inches. And if you take the numeric difference between these two, for example, it breaks down to 12 feet per inch difference on this one we tested that we have up here. So you should be able to take that math and in most instances figure out what your speed's going to be at 26 inches. And then if you reverse engineer the speed between a 450 or 350 or 650, you should be able to calculate out exactly how fast the bow is going to be by giving you those two numbers. I'm not going to sit there and graph out every inch, every poundage, everything. I don't have that kind of time. And if you really want to know it that bad, figure out the math. I gave you the equation. You can figure it out. So that's what we're going to go off of this year for overall score. Comment down below on what you think of that, if it's a great, bad, indifferent, etc. I want to really thank you guys for your support because the channel has grown drastically and it's really pushed me into a position that this is what I do most of the time because it feels like it's necessary and needed and wanted. But just because I'm doing this, just because I'm reviewing bows, looking at bows, reviewing products, selling things online, does not mean I want you to buy from me, okay? Local pro shops are where you need to spend your money. If your pro shop is worth a darn at all, please, if they sell any of these products that I look at, please go buy it from them. If they're terrible and they don't do any kind of help for you, fine, I get it. I understand buying it online. I totally get that, or wanting to do it yourself completely because you don't feel like you get any support or help from your pro shop. That's an unfortunate thing for me to hear, and hopefully pro shops are learning from that, and you should probably tell them so they're aware of how you feel, because how is anybody going to ever change if you don't explain to them what they're doing that you dislike? But if you're going to buy it online, give podiumarcher.com a chance. I would appreciate it. And use coupon code MFJJ to save you a little money at checkout. Hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching.